Hey folks, it's Neil here. Do you suck less this week? I hope so. Hey, if you don't remember or you are new to this is the Suck Less Saturday challenge that I'm putting out there. A little bit similar to what we did the FBI challenge earlier this year, but this is more directed at me and helping me improve at something that I'm wanting to do here. I'm taking a Gabe White class in about 5 weeks, and I called Gabe and I said, hey, I want to perform better this year or suck less than I did last year, and can you help me? So he gave me a few things to do, and he gave me permission to make this video series, so to bring some folks along, and I hope that you guys join me in this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm already seeing some improvement for myself. Hope you do too. Before we go too far, I want to recap last week. We really only worked on the draw. We did about 40 draws a day. Hopefully you got at least 5 days in. If you got 7, great. If you only got 3, I don't care. It's about you sucking less. You put into it, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So hang in there and go with me. Let's see where we go. I did not get all 7 days, partially because I took a gun school class with Tom Givens, Range Master, last weekend, and I shot about 1,000 rounds. So my hands are a little bit shot today as I'm making this video, but I did notice in that class I'm already seeing some improvement. My shooting was a little bit more crisp. My draw was a little bit better. Shot pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. I had a few mental errors that I struggled with a little bit, and that's something right in here that I got to get through myself. But that comes with practice, that comes with time, and that comes with focus. So I will get there. Hope you do too. All right. So last week we worked on the draw, right? We did 10 draws at no time whatsoever. Just see your sight, pull the trigger. Then we set a par timer. We did 10 there. We dropped down a little bit, did 10 more, and we dropped down a little bit, probably to where the wheels fell off a little bit, or at least got a little wobbly, and did 10 there. This week, I want to add to that. So this is not going to be a 10 minutes a day kind of thing like the FBI challenge. This is going to grow, and probably by the end of it, you might be putting in a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour of training a day that last week. We'll see. I'm really kind of going to see where I'm at with this, and with Gabe's help, we're going to adjust and go on the fly with that goal of, in October, performing better. So we'll see, right? This week, what I want to do is I want you to do those same 40 draws every day again, and then I want you to work with what we call the 3 triggers. Now I'm going to show you here. I've still got the stock VP9 because mine's off getting some work done on it. That's an empty gun. I don't even have a mag in it yet. I got a mag sitting over here. I guess I could grab if I wanted to, but for this week, we don't even need it with the VP9. Maybe yours needs it to dry fire, but I want to introduce you to the 3 triggers. So you've probably maybe seen a video that John's made on this as well, but this is something I'm going to work on every day this week. So the 3 triggers is really figuring out how to prep the trigger and pull it through without that sight moving, okay? So here's what it looks like. The first trigger, if I put mine, I'm going to do this one-handed so you can see it, but I pull the trigger back to the wall. So that's the wall of my trigger right there. If I go any further, click, it goes off, okay? So I'm pulling to the wall. I'm going to set my par timer, or I'm going to use my Mantis, and I'm going to do what they call the compressed surprised break drill. And the compressed surprised break drill does that exact same thing. But if I set a timer and I get a beep, as soon as I get the beep, I want to break that trigger, and I'm staring out here at my front sight or my dot, and I want it to not move. With the compressed surprise break drill, you're actually going to get a score. So I want you to aim for scores above 90 and par times below .2 or .25, somewhere in that ballpark, to get that trigger pressed through. It'll score you. If you have the Mantis, you probably already know what I'm talking about. If you don't have one, stare at the sight. This is what I'm going to do on video today. I'm not going to use the Mantis today because I want to show you how to do it without it, okay? Then trigger number 2 is, instead of at the wall like this, it's just a finger on the trigger, resting lightly, or even off if you want. But trigger there, not pressed it at the beep, pull it through, watch that sight. Did you see how that thing moved? Because I'm watching the camera, watch my sight as that moves. If that moves, that bullet is not going to hit where you're aiming. Okay, understand that. That's what we're trying to figure out and fix. Now, trigger 3 is finger high in the register, clear up here, and then as you get the beep, you're moving down and coming through the trigger. So it's one easy press, just like so. You're not getting the click because I didn't reset it, but that's all you're doing, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to do 10 of each trigger. So 10 of trigger 1 at the beep, 10 of trigger 2 at the beep, and 10 of trigger 3 at the beep. Do that every day along with your draws for week 2 of the Suck Less Challenge, and I think you're going to see some improvement. So I'm going to just show you real quickly here. Oh, cheapers. Helps if I put my timer on, right? I'm gonna show you really quickly with a delayed beep what this is gonna look like. So trigger number 1, again, I'm in my dry fire dojo. I can shoot 360 degrees here without any trouble and safety. You be safe as well. I haven't found my barrel block yet, so I've double and triple checked everything that I'm doing with this thing. If I don't have one by next week, I'm gonna have to order one, but we'll see where we go here, okay? So here we go. At the wall, staring at the sights, pull the trigger. 10 of these. At the wall. Don't let that sight move. If that sight moves, you have to be honest with yourself. Just like so, okay? Then trigger 2, where I'm not in it all the way. So I'm just touching the trigger, press through at the beep. Just like so. Now you can see mine's moving a little bit. I'm trying to hurry here for the video because I don't want to waste your time. You guys are getting the picture. I know you are because you guys are sharp people and you got this. Trigger number 3, I'm gonna turn this way and it's gonna look just like this. Oh, see, I missed it. That's why we practice. We'll try it one more time. Press it through, just like so. Press it through. Just like so. Very easy, not a hard drill, won't take a ton of time, but here's the secret right there. This pinky is the secret. You can, and I'm gonna show you at the beep. If I don't focus with that pinky, watch my muzzle, okay? Did you see it move down a little bit? I didn't exaggerate, I'm not faking it. This is exactly what happens. But with that pinky, if I really engage that pinky, probably help if I reset the gun. If I really engage that pinky, that thing doesn't move at all. That's the key to the 3 triggers. That's the key to good follow-up shots. That's the key to not jerking. That's the key to a lot right here. This pinky, engage that in your grip, make sure it's on the gun, and let it do the work there. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming along. You can join us at the ASP Dry Fire Challenge on Facebook. We can talk there and hang out if you need some help or you want to talk to other people. There's a ton. It's not just me there. There's about 3,000 people. It's a pretty active group. I think we've got a good bunch of people that are happy to help each other out. Come join us in that. But for this week, you're going to do 40 draws. You're going to do the 3 triggers, 10 at each different trigger. And you're gonna see yourself suck less by next Saturday. And I promise you, if you do the work, you'll get the results. But focus on the process, not the result, okay? Thanks a lot, I'll see you next week.